Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Tuesday the 22nd. Getting set for a storm alert show tonight in Springville Middle School. But let's dive into the weather. Interesting events coming up the next few days, but today, beautiful. We'll start with the Demopolis Skycam. That's the Tombigbee River. Across the river, those trees are in Sumter County. That's where Sumter, Greene, and Marengo all come together, basically at the confluence of the Black Warrior and the Tombigbee. Bright sunshine there. East Alabama, Mount Cheahaw looking good. 63 up on that big mountain. They're one of the cooler spots, and we'll go down south. You know, those football fields always look so lonely in late winter and spring when it's not football season. That's the football stadium on the campus of Troy University, south of Montgomery. All right, you can see kind of a zonal flow here, and obviously our front is below us, but quite frankly, it has not made a whole lot of difference today, just a few degrees cooler. Big upper storm west of Los Angeles. We'll keep an eye on that. The front analyzed early this afternoon below Montgomery, running from near Phoenix City down to about Mobile. And behind that is gorgeous. And again, the models are too cool for us. The GFS, the NAM, were suggesting 63 or 64 today. Well, we've hit 68, and that's at 1 o'clock. It looks like we'll hit 70. It is cooler up north. The Shoals at 60, deeper in the cool air. But look at Montgomery. They've got 76 degrees, so it's still very mild for this time of the year. But again, the really cold air well to the north, and it is very cold up there on the Canadian border, but you can clearly see instead of this, high amplitude pattern, it's a zonal flow, so the colder air moving east and not really south. It's only seeping south, so it still feels pretty good despite a cold front coming through. Check the watch warning map. Boy, talk about a quiet look there. The whole eastern half of the nation, quiet as a mouse. A few issues out west. All right, convective outlook. This is day 3. This is Thursday, and again, this is valid from 6 o'clock Thursday morning until 6 o'clock Friday morning. A risk of severe weather from near Paris, Texas, and Shreveport and Tulsa to Huntsville, almost Birmingham, up toward Louisville. And the higher probabilities are centered over Memphis, Little Rock, and Paducah. Really much of Arkansas there in western Tennessee, the western tip of Kentucky, southern Missouri. And that's where the best combination of instability and dynamics will more than likely come into play Thursday evening. And, of course, we'll investigate that as we go along here. In the QPF chart, rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. And this is suggesting maybe over 3 inches over parts of Kentucky. And in our state, the amounts taper off a good bit, about 1 inch on the Tennessee border, not much at all near the Gulf Coast. And this is, again, valid through Sunday morning. We'll check the GFS. This is the 12Z run at noon tomorrow at 500 millibars. Ridge over the Gulf. Trough axis digging down there below San Diego toward Baja. And we'll have a great day tomorrow. Just gorgeous. Should be a sunny day with highs, I would imagine, close to 70. Again, you look at the statistical guidance, and they're mostly printing highs in the upper 60s, but the NAM actually has 72, and I think we'll move in that direction for sure. Beautiful day. All right, Thursday. The energy is coming through West Texas. Down below that at midday, a surface low develops near Wichita Falls, Texas, and evidence of a warm front moving north. And we'll be well up in the 70s. And again, we could see some showers Thursday, especially Thursday morning as the warm front moves north. But by afternoon, it could be the better rains over Tennessee at that point. We'll go to Thursday night at 12 midnight. And the GFS has the surface low really along Interstate 40 between Memphis and Nashville, 1,008 millibars. And we're clearly in the warm sector at that point. So let's kind of look at the RPM, which is, higher resolution model. Again, this is midnight Thursday night. It's got and what's going to happen, I think we'll have a squall line coming through. I don't think it will be particularly cellular, more of a squall line type event. And there it is, with the line extending down through the northwest corner of Alabama down to about Tallulah, Louisiana. 3 a.m., the line is intact. It runs roughly along Interstate 59, Chattanooga, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. There could be some strong, maybe damaging winds within that line. Obviously, the tornado threat would not be overly impressive. And then Friday morning at 6 o'clock, the squall line is well below Birmingham, approaching Montgomery and Roanoke. And everything begins to wind down here. And then Friday morning at 9 o'clock, it's all out of here except for maybe a lingering shower. But the stronger storms are down around Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. All right, we'll check some of the instability parameters. First off, the Cape. And again, this run is not as impressive. We have seen some runs that try and bring some Cape values in excess of almost 750 joules in here. This is midnight Thursday night. The better instability over the Mississippi Delta, hardly anything here. So on this run, the instabilities are not that impressive. The helicity, those look pretty good. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity, and that's certainly sufficient to see some rotating updrafts. And again, that's valid Thursday night at midnight. This is the STP, the significant tornado parameter, and let me tell you what, that's pretty high. The values are in excess of 3, centered just west of Muscle Shoals, and this is valid at midnight Thursday night. But by 3 a.m., you can see how the numbers are coming down. So it just seems like the greatest risk will be maybe West Tennessee and North Mississippi 6 to midnight, and then it rolls in here after midnight Thursday night. And more than likely, it evolves into a squall line. There could be some damaging straight line winds, but again, I would say a major severe weather outbreak not looking likely. Could there be severe weather? Absolutely. And again, this could change. We'll fine-tune that as we get closer. Then we'll go to midday Friday. This is noon, back to the GFS. Whole thing is out of here. Sky becomes partly sunny Friday afternoon. All right, Saturday starting off the weekend looks good. Nice day. We should be probably low 70s, just perfect. Need to do something outdoors. But Sunday, here comes our next wave off to the west, and again, you know the deal. A warm front's going to begin to move north again. The fronts just meander back and forth, and that is clearly suggesting a chance of showers on Sunday. Mild, breezy with highs up in the 70s. And we'll go to Monday. This is Monday night at midnight, and this is when there could be another round of severe weather. We've got a sub-1,000 millibar low that's near St. Louis, and we're clearly in the warm sector. And that would suggest maybe some rough weather Monday night here into early Tuesday. We'll check the European at the same time. This is valid midnight Monday night. Again, very deep surface low, 988 or 982 millibars. It looks hard to read there. Whatever. That would suggest an active Monday night. So, again, Monday night could be another severe weather episode. And then Tuesday of next week, everything is long gone. That is Tuesday, March 1st. And notice it's not really cold, and there's Wednesday, March 2nd. At first we saw the model giving us a sign that we might get down in the freezing zone in the 20s by the middle of next week. Now, for now, that's off the board. Might change again, but for the moment, the models are not suggesting it turns really cold by the middle of next week. And finally, the end of the forecast on the 10th of March, kind of a broad northwest flow aloft. That looks very uneventful at that point. But you know how March goes. That's voodoo. All this could change. It's going to be very active more than likely for the next couple of months. That's what we expect this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.